This is another complaint to the Secret Service, the FBI, Michigan State Police, New York State Police, Cyber Crimes Unit, and the FTC. I have discovered that Fastly, this company right here, has installed large amounts of script into my computers. And I believe that they are doing it at the direction of this guy right here. I allege Tom Parker of Kayak. This is Fastly overtaking my browsers. Watch how I type in Wood TV. I'm on Wood TV, and it says in the URL is at Fastly. I type in CNN, and I'm on Fastly. Look at this. I type in Wood TV here, and it goes right to Fastly. They have control over my browsers. Here, if I typed in CARP, K-A-R-K, it goes right to Fastly. If I type in, again, Wood TV, Fastly. Forbes.com, it goes right to Fastly. Now, I discovered this on my Tor browser. I didn't discover it on a browser that I normally use, either Firefox or Chrome, because these guys, I allege, Fastly installed browser redirects, and I discovered these text edit files. There are 134 pages in this 4,000 page document that has Fastly in it. And if you do a ping to one of these websites in here, you get Lacana, this company. Now, what I discovered is that Fastly and Lacana are working very close together. And their product, Varnish, which is what Tom Parker likes, here you have Fastly and Lacana and their product Varnish. And their product Varnish allows them to update websites in different locations around the world. They call it a content delivery network. But why is Fastly in my computer, and why are my browsers being redirected to Fastly? Now, this is Tom Parker, who sent me an email back in September 1st, 2016. And he said, I understand that you've registered kayak.viajes. This domain is of interest to us for obvious reasons. Can you tell me how much you would be willing to sell it to us for, Tom? And then his answer, after I wanted him to lease it, was, we're not interested in leasing and are only interested in paying $2,000, which is how much it will cost us to take the domain from you using our trademark rights. So if you want to sell it to us for $2,000, let me know. Well, that's Tom Parker right here. And this is my website, kayak.viajes. And we sell things like trolling motor mounts. I mean, we have a kayak club here. And we do fishing and camping vacations. And Tom has this product that I want to just roll through here for a second.
Implement them quickly. With prior vendors, it could take weeks, if not longer, to implement something. Whereas with Fastly, we can go from concept to reality in a couple of days. Because Fastly is based on Varnish, we have complete control of our configuration. We can do things really quickly that we couldn't do before, and that was really the big selling point for us.
So he said Varnish, and Varnish allows them to use my computer as a network hub and they're overtaking my websites and installing this content that they're putting in my computers into my websites via my own computer because they have complete access to my computers. This is a shared computer. It is a PC that my computer is being shared with. This has gone all the way to Apple engineering. And this started to happen shortly after the email that I got from Tom Parker, because his friend Ross Weber installed malware. He and Chris Ishmael, I allege, installed malware, and it started doing this. And I haven't been able to get away since. And in my activity monitor, Apple has verified that this is not part of their system, and it's right here. This is a sharing script. Sharing D. And all these things that end with two Ds, that's not part of Apple. And that is what's going on right there. Sharing data. And that all started with this email. So this is why they're attacking me. I have that website. I have this rental car business called Cars.Viajes. And Viajes is travel in Latin or Spanish. Hotel.Beer. And I have booking engines in here from Commission Junction, and I had to take them off because these hackers keep getting into the booking engine and recalibrating it. Vegas.Baby. Cruise.Viajes. Hotels.Viajes. I have flights.Viajes, whatever, 500 times. And these guys are trying to John DeLorean me. And that's what's going on here. So, I discovered Fastly has been redirecting my browser traffic for a long time. But now I found this document in my computer, and this is a 6,000 page document that's linking geo.viajes to 200,000, 206,000 websites. There's 6,000 pages here. And so if I clicked on that, which I just did, it brought me to the New York State website. And geo.viajes is right there smack dab in the middle. And if you click on it, it used to go to my website, but I took my website down because of what they did here. It just goes to my Afterneck page. However, I could go up here to the URL and type in apple.com, and it puts apple.com on the New York State's website, and it's clickable. Goes right to Apple. Backspace, right there. I could put FBI.gov. And here is what they're doing. They're driving SEO to this helps with SEO. And what they did with Geo, when this was a working site, physically they would drive people to my website and it would forward to ClickTripZ. Watch.
Gives you a different result is that you got to change the date. So we're going to change to any date, and then we're going to fly back. It works.
I'm on Geo. This is my booking engine.
What you do. And now we're going to hit search, and it takes me right to ClickTrips, and it's asking, it's telling me it's going to search for hotels instead of flights. I looked for flights, and that's taking me to Tiki. It's diverting me away from my site and taking me to Tiki for hotels in Bangkok.
Now watch this.
And the thing is that there's no back button.
They're driving me
to get back to.
They're driving me to Booking.com affiliates. Now, ClickTripZ and Tiki are owned by this guy, Ross Weber. Ross Weber is a former kayak executive. Now, I allege, getting attacked by Tom Parker. Now, by the way, Ross Weber has several complaints about their customers' traffic redirecting to Click Trips. They don't know what's going on, but they see that it's directing to Click Trips. So what Ross is doing is backlinking. And these backlinks have been found in my computer. And so one of those was wavy.com. And I pung wavy.com. And when I pung wavy.com, it stopped at this IP address. So I am going to put that IP address in the URL and hit enter. And it goes to Lacana. So that ping of wavy.com went right to Lacana. Now Lacana is found in this document that I downloaded from my cache. Now, there's something that just happened that's fascinating, and I opened up a browser just now, and it says your connection is being controlled. This extension has taken control of your proxy settings, which means it can change, break, eavesdrop, or anything you do online. If you're not sure why this change happened, you probably don't want it. I've never seen this error before, and now I have. But let's go back to Lacana. There are some other things I found in this document that was in my cache, like G-Wallet. There is a wallet. Somebody is getting paid for, I allege, the domains that are being hijacked in my account. And this wallet remains consistent throughout this document, which means it's traceable. And there's wildcard SSL certificates in here, which means there's multiple domains involved. Now, the other thing is Amazon. Now, I am really fascinated that all of this changed after I texted Tom Parker and told him that he was allegedly hijacking and attacking my website using Fastly and Varnish. And here they are together. Now, this is fascinating. I haven't received that warning before. A while back, my rep, out of the blue, pointed my A records at Amazon. And he never gave me a good reason why. So since he's pointed those A records at Amazon servers, my domains are no longer searchable. And I have been complaining to him for a year about this. Why did he change the A records to point to Amazon? Now they're not searchable. And this is what I've discovered in your library. But I notice there is a 50 megabyte file right here. And this file is 5,000 pages long in a PDF. I printed this out. Fastly installed 5,000 pages of script in my browser. Now, I want to show you, and this one is an Amazon. Trust. And so, this was installed into my Chrome browser as an extension, I allege. Fastly. But you know what? Fastly's been hitting my radar screen because this is my iPad, and watch this. Watch this URL. I am on CNN, and I type in CNN, and it goes right to Fastly. Look at it. Now, this I started seeing last week. I type in Wood TV, and it goes right to Fastly. Now, this was my Tor browser that discovered this. So I want to Google Fastly. Who is Fastly? And Fastly is a content delivery network company, and they deliver content. And check out their customers here, down here, right there. This guy right here has been targeting me since 2016, September 1st.
The culture at Kayak is to be as innovative as possible and to move as quickly to create better travel solutions to serve people's needs. When people are searching for travel, with crazy ideas every day, and some of them are really good ideas, and we want to be able to implement them quickly. With prior vendors, it could take weeks, if not longer, to implement something. Whereas with Fastly, we can go from concept to reality in a couple of days. Because Fastly is based on Varnish, we have complete control of our configuration. We can do things really quickly that we couldn't do before, and that was
explaining how Varnish, a product of Fastly's, helps them, in my case, I allege, hack into my websites.
Crazy ideas every day, and some of them are really good ideas, and we want to be able to implement them quickly. With prior vendors, it could take weeks, if not longer, to implement something. Whereas with Fastly, we can go from concept to reality in a couple of days. Because Fastly is based on Varnish, we have complete control of our configuration. We can do things really quickly that we couldn't do before, and that was really the big selling point for us.
And so now I see something that's very concerning to me in this entire document that Fastly downloaded into my computer. And so with that is I discovered GoDaddy in here. Now, alongside of it is Amazon. And remember, my domains were pointed to Amazon servers. And so now I'm noticing things in here. None of this would have caught my eye had it not been that Amazon has been installed and my GoDaddy rep pointed all my domains up there. And now I see that they're on this download from Fastly. And I know that Fastly is stealing from me. Now I want to show that, yes, my iOS devices are being intercepted by Fastly, but check this out right here. Fastly Inc. and then Lancana maps Fastly's hack. And what I mean by that is that if I take any of these, it could be any, we'll just take this one, WBTW, and copy it, and we're going to ping that website from my computer. Ping it. And it's intercepted by this IP right here. Now, what is that? There is a wallet in here, a GR wallet. Somebody is getting money for domains that Fastly is aware of. Now, Fastly encrypted this. Fastly installed this wallet. Now, these people, I believe, are an affiliate company. And somebody is making money off of domains. There's their affiliate company. And that account is encrypted in here. So Fastly has a G wallet in here. Now, going back in the day, in Geo.Viajes, this backup website I put in PDF was 14,000 pages. There was a wallet in here too. There's their Google Wallet number right there. And so I can tie these guys down now to a Google Wallet back in 2017, and then to a new Google Wallet, or this is a G Wallet, but it is located here. But this is a quick before and after. This is before I text Tom Parker and said, "Did you hire Fastly.com to hack me? I've reported you to the Michigan State Police, FBI, Secret Service. I believe you did." And I sent him the first video. So this was what I discovered and downloaded and reviewed and then sent him that text. Well, the next morning, this file is _3, the file 1, and this is _3, file 1, after I text Tom Parker the next morning. It's about 2,500 pages less than this one. And so what they took out there were 4 pages now afterwards of Amazon. This had 81 pages of Amazon script. Now, before we could search Fastly, and Fastly was found on 134 pages. Now, the after search for Fastly, and you can't find it on that same file. And then if you search Varnish, Varnish is not there. But on the first download, before I text Tom Parker, you could find Varnish on 92 different pages. And GoDaddy found on 49 pages. GoDaddy not found at all on that the second day after I text him. The other thing I want to point out again is that I discovered porn in my downloads from Fastly, and I found it right here in these files. Now, I text Tom Parker, and I let him know what I discovered. And then all these files became unreadable. This was legible. And it was all links, website links. It wasn't video or images, it was links. The thing I want to go over is I'm going to type in Akamai here. And Akamai is not found. But on the first download, Akamai was in here 32 times. Okay? So, why in that same file, after I called, why was it changed? So, one of the things I've always thought was interesting that I found that was installed into my terminal is this Akamai username, Akamai password, and you have the cache that Varnish seems to be interested in. So, excuse me. This is a Akamai configuration key that I discovered that has Varnish on it as well. And then here are just some PHP from Varnish. It's similar to that password. You can see it's probably the same file. It's the W3 total cache. So I know Akamai is a content delivery company, but why are their passwords and usernames installed into my